How fast can I touch grass in Left 4 Dead?
What?
Before we start, I want to clarify some things. We will not be counting things like trees, plants, bushes, etc. I will mostly be aiming for very lush and green grass textures. Also, before we begin, if you enjoy this video, consider subscribing to my channel. It helps out a lot. To begin, we have No Mercy. Although it may seem like there'd be grass in No Mercy, there's actually surprisingly very little. Yeah, no matter how hard I looked, I could only find one source of grass in the entire campaign. Going all the way through Chapter 1, speeding through Chapter 2, and getting all the way to the end of Chapter 3, we will find the one and only patch of grass in the entirety of No Mercy. Okay, alright, promising start here. Alright. Alright, this is where it's gonna get a little bit more difficult. I don't know how my shove went through that common, but it's alright, we'll keep going. I hear a tank. Darned. Oh, and we already won. Dude, give me the... Oh my god, that was such a bad time loss. I gotta make it up with some good B-hops. I hear Hunter. Okay, Hunter's dead. Oh my god, that corpse, he just got folded so bad. I don't know how to do the skip here, although I guess I could try. What is it, like right over here or something? Oh, I almost had it, actually. Uh-oh. Okay, hold on. This is certainly a predicament. What the hell, Hunter? Yeah, I'm dead here. I think this runs over. Yeah, it's over. Witch every time. And we're kind of entirely dependent on if we get an auto shotty for Witch, so. Okay, well that's a bad way to start it. Oh my god, commons and Left 4 Dead 1 are so annoying. How did you even hit me there? I was in the air. That is certainly something. We're just gonna run on through. No tier 2s there, unfortunately. Oh my god, dude. I can't believe I'm alive. Alright, 3 minutes. Honestly, could have been worse. Why I like to play Left 4 Dead 1 in these videos, because Left 4 Dead 1 has all these little tricks and gadgets that aren't available in Left 4 Dead 2, so it makes for a more interesting experience, not only for me, but for maybe the viewer as well. Oh my god, that scared me so bad. I'm not even gonna lie. Oh my god, my heart. There was me just yapping about who God knows what at this point, and I turn around and there's a tank in my face. Okay, there's no commons up here. Surprisingly, that's because there's tank, and we touch grass. 6 minutes. An interesting start for sure, ending off No Mercy with a surprisingly long time of 6:05. The next map is once again Crash Course. Crash Course is a pretty easy one. There are occasional bushes and shrubs in the odd place, but we'll be aiming for the grass patch down here. This is pretty obviously grass, and if the texture wasn't enough to convince you, there's grass decals all over. I also looked through the maps and did manage to find a more lush or greener grass, so we're gonna roll with this. Might be a little bit rusty considering I haven't played in a few days. It'll be alright. I'm scared. I hear a boomer. I'm scared. Get off.
Did I just catch you having fun? No!
Decent B-hops. Oh my! Not again, please, not again. Oh, he missed. He missed. He missed. It's certainly something. That's not gonna hit tank. That'll just hit the commons trailing behind me. Oh my god! Did you see that corpse get launched?
We can take the bridge across the river.
All right, we touch grass right here. This is grass. It's like a leafy pile of grass. There's green underneath. You can see it. That 100% counts. We end off Crash Course with 108. A pretty decent time. After Crash Course, we have Death Toll. This map is pretty interesting because it's set in a very grassy, wooded area, so naturally, we spawn next to a lot of grass. Wait, is this grass? I mean, sure, there's plenty of ferns and other decals next to it. It looks more like a rocky texture to me. Although we could probably count this, I think it'd be more interesting to go for the grass further up ahead in Chapter 1. It's the same texture from Crash Course, much more lush and green than the almost rocky appearance of the spawn area grass. I don't need a medkit, it's fine. Dude, holy common spawns. I got police. Okay, we're through, and we're relaxing. Wow, that's a lot of commons. Holy. Luckily, I can... Oh my god. Please, let me through. I can abuse my infinite shoves. Okay, we're good. We're through. Somehow. Lost a lot of time because of those commons there, but we're just gonna keep on rolling because that's what we do. Watch it be like a tank or something. And then right up here, you can see it. And we have touch grass in 1 minute and 30. Finishing Death Toll with an okay time of 1 minute and 27 seconds. Not the worst, but it certainly could have been better. Starting Dead Air, we start in a greenhouse. Unfortunately, we are not counting plants or anything of that sort, so we have to look elsewhere. Just like No Mercy, there's pretty much only one spot of grass in all of Dead Air. None in Chapter 1, none in Chapter 2, but there's one big area with a lot of grass in Chapter 3. That was the grass I needed to touch. Alright, here we go. Grab Uzi, pipe bomb, perfect. Don't really care if there's a time loss, to be honest. Somehow make it through without even getting stuck. Just barely hop on that Common's head like he's a Goomba. Leave that Boomer alive since he's not really a threat. So we're just gonna rush out right away. This part's a little scary, but we made it through without any issue. Just gotta keep a lookout for that smoker. Okay. Interesting Boomer. So yeah, if you're wondering, they just climb up the ladder, and when you step on Common's heads, they just die. So I'm sitting right on top of the ladder, so they literally can't do anything. I'm a little scared. This Boomer's kind of making me nervous because he's like gaining sentience as we speak. God damn, there's so many commons. Move! Oh, Jesus Christ, there's a tank. Please don't cut me off. Please don't be smart. Please don't get... I love getting stuck on the single common. Dude, this run is so cursed. What? Oh my god. The last thing we need right now... Where? Oh, what?! What?! Okay. Wow, what is this common luck? They're like perfectly aligned to be in my path. Like, oh my god. I'm just regressing into like just a blob of cells at this point. Like, I'm actually just losing my intelligent thought as we speak. Okay, well, not in my way, so I don't have to cry. At least not today. Oh, good one, Hunter. Game, please stop kicking me off. Yeah, I hear a witch.
Don't disturb her and we'll be okay.
Don't disturb her, Zoe says, even though it's almost certainly going to be directly on the stairs. Oh, it was actually out of the way for once. That's surprising. Go away. I will do it by any means necessary. Oh, Christ. Oh, not again. He's going to burn to death, so I don't have to worry too much right now. Is he dead yet? Nope. There's even pills. Yes! We touched grass. 5:30. Honestly, I was expecting it to be worse, but I'm home now. I'm safe. So, we end off Dead Air with a pretty long time of 5 minutes and 31 seconds. Moving on to Blood Harvest. It's kind of the same case as Death Toll, minus one thing. It's literally the same grass texture throughout the entire map. Yeah, there's no succulent green grass anywhere to be found. We'll have to settle with the dry, leafy, dead grass around spawn. Greenery and shrubs and forest trees, so... I mean, I see that little patch of grass. So Lewis is literally... Goodbye, Lewis. So we run right over here, and we touch grass.
Yeah.
We end up Blood Harvest with 091. Next up is the Sacrifice. This is also a case of the same grass texture throughout every map. Luckily, unlike Blood Harvest, it's an actual decent grass texture with a nice green hue to it. And yes, it's another map where we practically spawn touching grass. Up into the grass, you can see we're honestly almost touching grass, but I'm just gonna run over because, alright, I would say this counts right here. You know, touch the grass. As you can see, it's a little bit bright there because I used some weird post-processing, but it's the same grass down here. We end off the Sacrifice with a very clean time of 0.96. Pretty much on par with Blood Harvest.
They're changing. God damn it!
Moving on to Left 4 Dead 2, we have the iconic map Dead Center. Dead Center is an interesting one because you spawn in a burning hotel, and typically, burning hotels don't have grass. Aside from plants, which we don't count, and a small patch of growth on the rooftop, the only actual grass is on Chapter 2, right outside the safe room. Oh, looks like my game's being a little weird here.
All seems to be true.
Alright.
Push the button.
Here we go. Oh, that looked like a smaller drop.
Holy shit.
Obviously, ideally, you don't want to take a hit there. Or actually, ideally, you don't want to miss the jump.
Push the button.
Yes, finally. Oh no, not the charger. Please. Are you kidding me? I hear a hunter. Really? That downs me? Yep. Wow. Oh my god. The jockey into the charger is insane.
But if we stay together and keep our heads, we can get out of this. Push the button.
Here we go. This is good pace right here. I like this pace. That's kind of crazy to me.
I get the feeling we might have company when this door opens.
I should have left that alive. That's alright. I don't think another special will spawn. Alright, this should be pretty simple. Unless we get like a versus spawn where they spawn outside and murder me instantly, which would suck.
Please, God, don't you let me die in Georgia.
Jump through there. We're almost here. Done. 1 minute 52. Honestly, I will take that. We touch grass on Dead Center with a pretty fast time of 1 minute and 52 seconds. Up next after Dead Center is the passing, and this is a pretty clever one. At first glance, the riverbank next to spawn only contains mud, but upon looking closer, there's actually a really stretched out grass texture placed along the side of it. Dude, the passing has the hardest theme, for sure. That or Dead Center when it really kicks in. Alright, 5 seconds, not bad. Not bad at all. We finish the passing with 5 seconds. After the passing, we have Dark Carnival. And yeah, this map is very grassy. There's grass next to spawn and pretty much throughout the entire map. This was an easy one. You're gonna want to run to the left right here and boom, bam. Thank you very much. We have touched the most succulent green looking glass. Did I say glass? I meant grass. Ending Dark Carnival with a time of 150. Swamp Fever, just like Dark Carnival, there's grass at spawn. Yep, I think this is the fastest, 1 minute and 20. We leave Swamp Fever with a time of 120. So far to no one's surprise, when there's lots of water, there tends to be a lot of grass. And hard rain is no different. You almost spawn touching grass in hard rain. Alright, and then yeah, we touched grass right there. Honestly, the second I walked out and touched right here, I would say the second I walk off the board it counts, because you're touching this nice, wet, moist, very succulent looking grass patch right here. An insanely fast time, 0.86 for hard rain. Up next is the final map, the Parish. And this map surprisingly does not have grass directly next to spawn. I found this small patch growing through the bricks here. I do believe this counts, although I wanted to go for the chapter 2's grass, just because of the sheer amount. But then I realized the texture for that grass is really bad. It's mostly dirt and has yucky cigarettes in it. Nobody wants cigarette grass. Comment down below if you're a grass fan or a water fan, you know. And personally, you know, me myself, I'm an enjoyer of both. I like a little bit of grass and I like a little bit of water. I'm a simple guy. Well, actually, one would say being simple would be only enjoying one or the other, but I disagree. I think being simple is having a taste for all. Anyway, we touched grass in 17 seconds. Not bad. Starting the best Left 4 Dead 2 map, Coldstream. This map has grass decals all over it. Unfortunately, I can't exactly go off a texture because the entire map is made up of the same rock texture. There's also this patch of water grass. I don't know if that should count or not, so I just went for the grass decals next to it. It doesn't really make a big difference in time, so I figured it doesn't matter. I don't know if that's like a special type of grass or not, but it's not a big deal. Or myself, if I'm being honest, because I think it's just an underrated map. Actually, no, it's definitely not underrated. It's overhated is what I would say. Alright, we go ahead and touch grass in 9 seconds. Big patch of grass, you know. Coldstream had a very straightforward time of 9 seconds. The last stand is going to be our last map, and boy, does this map have a lot of grass. I did make sure that there wasn't a better grass texture or patch later on in the map, but it's kind of the same case as Blood Harvest, that being the same grass texture all throughout the campaign, so I just went for the spawn grass. It is, but, you know, Left 4 Dead 2 fans are kind of stubborn. As for Versus, it's not a great map, but definitely a good campaign map. I can't even lie. Alright, we'll just go ahead and touch grass right here, 178. Not bad. Ending off the final map with a nice time of 178.